Assalamualaikum to fellow viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you. In today's proposal, we would like to discuss on Accelerate's expansion to pierce the Johor's market as the next leap to tackle unemployment, one youth at a time. About us, we are students of IIUM under the supervision of Dr. Al-Amirul Aima for the subject Professional Communication. I myself, Zarul, along with Omar Ariff, Muhammad Danish, Siti Nasirah, Rehana, and Muhammad Imron, will be justifying reasons to why this expansion is the next big leap for Accelerate. An introduction to Johor's expansion, the unemployment rates of Johor has grown over time, followed by the pandemic that led to the closing of borders between Johor and Singapore. The state could not have been in a more worse position than it was before. Another important aspect to see, the potential of the halal industry that had initiated many efforts to grow its interest onto many of the marketing lines, including of those within and internationally. We will also be looking into the keys to determine the outcome that would assist Accelerate to make known of the expansion in Johor. Communication is vital, especially in this process to find valuable collaboration while also helping the youth to solve their problems. Towards the end, as a conclusion, we will view the outlook of the proposal and its successful potential for Accelerate to further expand their journey in Johor. I will now let my teammates to elaborate on the details.
Thank you, Zarul. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Omar Ariff. I will take over the presentation from here. So this whole presentation is about the expansion of Accelerate Global to the state of Johor. But the question is, why Johor? So we have aligned a few factors that we think a strong reason why Johor is a good state for Accelerate Global to expand to. Generally speaking, unemployment problem in Johor has been under control, with the number of unemployment rate in that state steadily declining from 3.6% in 2016 to 2.7% in 2019. That is according to the Department of Statistics Malaysia. However, due to the pandemic being the root of all problems, it has caused the unemployment rate in Johor to be amongst the most concerning. The MCO imposed by the government in an attempt to curb the spread of COVID-19 has forced the closure of all interstate and international borders. This has affected the people of Johor who do a lot of travelling to trade and for business purposes, with the state of Pahang, Negeri Sembilan, Melaka, and even Singapore for international, all being the main places for economic activity for Johor. According to an article by Channel News Asia by Serena Rahman in 30 of January 2021, most of the employees affected are the employees of blue-collar jobs, such as factory workers, F&B, sales and services, hairdryers, cleaners, technicians, mechanics, electricians, plumbers and builders, to name a few. Right. So this kind of labor force, they work with their hand. So they are not the kind that can work from home. Working from home is not an option for them. A news interview with those who sell fruits and snacks from their cars at traffic lights of Johor Bahru also found that they worked in Singapore for many years but had to now find alternatives to feed their families. Even the National Fire and Rescue Department has reported that the number of attempted suicide have spiked since MCO due to the financial distress.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syed Jafni, and today I will be explaining about the halal industry potential of Johor. Besides Johor being the ideal location for the global halal market, it is worth noting that Singapore and UAE has already shown interest in the industry. and they are showing interest in making Johor their main food supplier in the near future. Even the state government has already initiated discussions with both countries, and that it would give new opportunities to food industry players in the state, mentioned Menteri Besar Datuk Hasni Mohamad. And the state government is giving out initiatives that will benefit producers of agricultural products such as farmers, fishermen, consumers, and even those everyone else involved in the supply food chain for both local and international market. At this moment in time, Singapore already imports more than 500 million ringgit worth of food and products from Johor each month. Not only that Johor's strategic location is a preferred choice for Singapore, but various industries as well, such as properties, manufacturing, and even services. But here's the catch. The state government, or Matrit, they feel that the fault lies in the inadequacy of local producers to meet world demands for halal certified products. Or in shorter words, the CEO of Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation, or Matrit, feels that SMEs of Malaysia, Johor alone, is not ready yet to meet the world demands for halal certified products. Why is that? Because about 98% of these SMEs, they need mentoring, they need money, and they need market. And a lot of these SMEs are involved in processed food, and the government feels that they are spending a lot more money on developing this industry alone compared to the others. So, Malaysia's export value of halal certified products was estimated around 40 billion ringgit last year, about half of which comprised of food and beverages. According to the State of the Islamic Economy report of 2018 and 2019 by Thomson Reuters and Dinar Standards, Muslims around the world consume an estimated $2.3 trillion of halal goods, ranging from food to cosmetics, in 2017, and spent $1.3 trillion on food. So, with this data pointing to big opportunities in the global halal market, an economically progressive Muslim majority country like Malaysia could easily fulfill its aim to become an international halal hub. It is worth noting that Malaysia is also a pioneer of halal certification, having started in 1974 to issue certificates for products that met its strict criteria, and in the year 2000, the Department of Islamic Development, or JAKIM, came out with the world's first halal standard, or the first systematic halal assurance system. So, what I've mentioned here is that with the help of Accelerate in Johor, it will boost this small medium enterprises in terms of meeting the global standards or the expectation of the global halal market industry.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rehana binti Mohd Meera, and I will be presenting on the communication strategies. The future appears uncertain for Malaysian youths who are experiencing one of the most dramatic shifts in their journey from school to work life as the COVID-19 pandemic continues with no solution in sight. According to the Edge Market, following the pandemic, the youth unemployment rate had grown to an alarming 13.2% as of December last year, 2020. Also, according to the Edge Market, there are three major causes behind this. Firstly, employers are hesitant to hire graduates since their lack of skills make them unfit for the position they apply for, while graduates also suffer as a result of the current labour market's lack of high-skilled jobs. Another contributing factor is the growing number of Malaysian youths who fall under the not in education, employment or training NEET, especially in rural regions, and are also excluded from numerous youth unemployment reduction programs. Moreover, youths must be empowered to venture into entrepreneurship. This is because only 2% of the Malaysian graduates are running their own businesses upon graduation, which is one of the lowest percentages among other countries. In addition, it has been suggested by Yeo Bee Yin that course syllabuses in tertiary institutions should be more industry-driven. With that being said, Accelerate Global plays a huge role in tackling such issues whereby their social enterprise aims at tackling youth unemployment through upskilling programs as well as providing career-ready skills and mentorship with industry players for job-seeking graduates. Therefore, we would like to propose to Accelerate Global to consider the collaboration with universities in Johor, especially in Bandar University Pago, to expand their projects among the youth community. So, how Accelerate can join hands with the universities to handle the issue? Number 1. Make Accelerate Global's upskilling program as part of an extracurricular or elective course in universities such as universities in Bandar University Pago. Students can sign up for courses and benefit from these a lot, as they will be required to enroll in these courses during their first year. Number 2. Considering Pago and insufficient places for food facilities, we have seen students who started selling a variety of foods and snacks, cosmetics and many others on campus and online. However, being a student entrepreneur, it is vital for them to receive enough training to flourish in a particular industry. Thus, Accelerate Global can step up their game by providing student entrepreneur boot camps with affordable fees to train them with adequate skills. Lastly, number 3. Accelerate Global can organize talk shows by inviting their graduates to share success stories and their experience while being a trainee of Accelerate Global. Apart from that, Accelerate Global graduates could also offer or open job positions for the job-seeking youths and undergraduates by organizing a career fair on campus. As a result, Accelerate Global can prepare students with career-ready skills by introducing such programs. Thus, what can Accelerate Global do to attract and encourage these young people to actually join them in this journey? Nasirah will explain more on the next communication strategy. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello, my name is Siti Nasirah and I'll be continuing this presentation with the next communication strategy, which is selecting effective communication channels, and we will specifically look into social media. As being mentioned by the previous presenter, Accelerate is mainly focusing on tackling the issue of unemployment among youth. Therefore, social media would be the most effective platform to spread the words about the opening of Accelerate's new branch in Johor. Generally, statistics has shown that about 86% of Malaysian population are the users of social media. Mahadi 2013 stated that the majority of users of social media in Malaysia are youth aged between 18 to 24. As can be seen, Accelerate Global has successfully established their name in social media such as Instagram and has its own followers. In order for Accelerate to further improve the audience engagement across social media, TikTok will be considered as one of the effective tools in promoting brands and services nowadays. With its interesting features and millions of users, it would be easier to reach audiences from not only among youth but all ages as well. Many small or big businesses have taken this opportunity to boost their products and services through TikTok and have received tons of positive feedbacks from the audiences. Furthermore, nowadays everyone wants everything to be simple and quick. They prefer to watch a 1 to 3 minutes video about something rather than spending their time reading its information. Therefore, Accelerate could consider creating videos content that show Accelerate's volunteering programs or entrepreneurship programs, or what Accelerate can do to help graduates who are currently unemployed. Other than that, graduates who have been trained by Accelerate could also make a creative video with catchy caption that can attract youth attention, for example, how to ace a job interview, or they can also share useful tips on how to start a business, like the example of videos from one of the TikTok influencers here. Lastly, video's testimony would also be helpful in convincing people to join Accelerate. For example, telling success stories or achievements of those who have joined Accelerate programs can also motivate others. Next, pointing influential figure. People tend to be more persuaded to try something if it's being introduced by influencers, celebrities, or powerful figure. Therefore, in order to establish a strong base in Johor, Accelerate should consider collaborating with the most influential figure of Johor, the Crown Prince of Johor himself, Tunku Ismail Ibni Sultan Ibrahim, who is also very active in social media. Tunku Ismail could also be the representative of the youth and encourage them to venture into entrepreneurship world, which will contribute greatly to the economy of Johor, and at the same time promoting Accelerate as the right place for youth to sharpen or develop their skills.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Imron, and for my part, I will conclude from the points given by my friend just now. The question of why Johor would be an ideal location for a new branch for Accelerate Global, the answer will be yes, due to the fact that the unemployment among Johorians, especially youth, are getting worse during this COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic have forced many Malaysians work in Singapore to be unemployed due to the interstate and international travel ban. This left many blue-collar workers to be unemployed, as Accelerate Global is a social enterprise with the objective of tackling the issue of youth unemployment. This would make the perfect opportunity to start up a new branch here at the state of Johor. By training the unemployed youth of Johor with entrepreneurship program, this effort will enable the youth to explore the field of business and generate their own source of income and decrease the number of unemployed youth in Johor. The northern districts of Johor are ripe with the opportunities for Accelerate to do so, with the government initiative of opening a new special economic zone in Pago to help the growth of economic sectors in the northern part of Johor. Among the high potential sectors to be developed is the halal industry sectors, which have increasing demands each passing year. This is where Accelerate Global, with the training it could provide to develop these youth to be successful entrepreneurs for this important sector. Therefore, it is important to specify the target audience to the local Johorian unemployed youth and the university students in Johor, such as UTM, IIUM, UTHM, and various community colleges all across Johor. The ever-growing social media would be essential to help in the building of a favorable public image of Accelerate Global to the local Johorians. Therefore, the influence of famous Johorian public figures such as His Royal Highness Crown Prince of Johor would be essential for this effort. In conclusion, there are many reasons to establish a new branch here at Johor where it could benefit both sides. That is all from my group. Thank you for listening and thank you for your time. I will end my group's presentation with the slogan, "The future is bright, the future is Accelerate." Thank you.